I am a hybrid. Things flip-flop, floppity-flipped. I don't even recognize myself no more. All right, there's been some changes over the years. Since the beginning of my channel, things have gone in a strange direction. What's really going on? I think I like it.
Why so serious?
If you stay to the end of the video, I think I'm going to shine a little bit more light as to why these fish, particularly the fish that I have now, suit me and this channel like a glove. You know, like isotoners and OJ. Isotoners and OJ. Wow. All right, forget that. But stay to the end of the video because I've come to an epiphany about me and these fish. And I think it's something that you should know about if you've been supporting me. And I think you probably would agree. More and more as I've grown into who I am today as a fish keeper, I've realized behavior, and I've said it more than one time. In fact, I sound like a broken record. Or is that behavior is kind of like my jam. I don't know what it is. I like going,
why do they do that?
What is he thinking?
I don't know why. I'm just nosy that way. But behavior has been a big deal for me. So I've been really drawn to fish that have really outgoing personalities. And over the years, especially the last year that just passed, hybrid cichlids have kind of like stepped up tremendously. All right, let's start with the newest addition to the Aquarium family, and that's this blue tie silk flowerhorn. Now, earlier today I went live, which you guys, if you don't put on your notifications, I'm going to be going live more often, probably during the daytime more so than the nighttime, and probably more so on Mondays than any days. But I took a on the live stream, I was asking what should I put in a video regarding hybrid cichlids that people might want to know. And while I am going to try and get to as many of these as possible, this video is about introducing you to these fish and why the individual fish appeals to me. Because like I said, at the end of this video, I'm going to go over why all these fish suit me so well. And I think if you've been following me, you'll be like, oh snap, I ain't never think about it like that. And it might actually suit you the same way. But so I'm going to try and go over as much as is possible, but a lot of these questions are going to be for a care video, a hybrid fish care video. But before, regardless of all that, the important thing is why these fish, these individual fish have taken such a big part in my life and this channel. So let's start out with him. And mind you, there's only one of these fish that have a name. And my daughter gave it to her. I don't have any names for this fish. I am going to do this. I am going to allow you guys to pick names for this fish. But it's not necessarily going to be from this video. It's going to be from a multitude of videos that I'm going to be doing on these things. And I'm not necessarily going to pick the first name that, it's got to be funky. It's got to be unique. It's got to be individual. It's got to be something that, if you've been watching me, you go, yeah, that's the one. So if I don't pick the name, just find some other names that might fit. But like I said, I'm going to try and get to some of these. But there's some fish that definitely has a name, like Lucky. That's not there. But there's others that don't. Like this little guy right here, and I'm calling it a guy, but it might be a girl, but it might be a guy. I'm gonna explain to you why and what I'm gonna do, and why. I'll explain to you. Let me flip this camera around so you can check them out. All right, so this is the blue tie silk flowerhorn, and the reason why I have him is because there is a cool fact about him. Well, first of all, I've been dealing with this guy for quite some time at the LFS I'm working at. And I've been working with him and growing. He was a little bit sickly and skindly and spindly. And I kind of like, I don't know, I just got affinity for him. And as I looked into him, I don't know. I got attached. Now, the first thing you're going to notice is he doesn't have a large nuka hump. That's because it may not be a he. I caught a glimpse of its undercarriage. Like right there, you see how it goes up? And I noticed that I thought I saw where it might be a female. I'm not the guy that automatically grabs a fish and flips it upside down to check its vents. That will be in another video. But I will say this. Its nuka hump from when I got it till now has grown. There is a situation where if a fish, a flowerhorn fish is not happy or is not fed properly, their nuka humps will not grow. And since it's been here and I've been feeding it the food, which I'll go into the food that I've been feeding it in a minute, their nuka humps will grow as they should be. Now, not all males will have humongous nuka humps. I have seen males, especially blue tie silk flowerhorns like this, have a small nuka hump like this. The only way to tell is for me to flip it around. That's going to be in an upcoming video. I'm not going to do that right now. Really, to be honest with you, it's not important, but I would like a male. But here's a cool fact about this particular fish. This is a trash fish in Asia. These blue tie silks were never meant to be a thing. They are considered garbage, throwaways. The people who created Flowerhorns, they love the complex color patterns, the red, the multicolored stuff. This is, so you know what pearling is, right? Pearling is those bluish, shiny speckles on fish, right? This fish is a result of selectively bred fish to have a lot of blue, but these fish just have so much blue that all the pearls fuse together into one huge pearl, and it is what it is. So I think that is incredibly cool. Over there, not so much. Americans love that. So when the Asian people realized, hey, these Americans love this blue stuff, they started selling to us. Normally, you can get these guys for cheaper than what you can other flowerhorns. So if you see a blue tie silk and you wonder how come it's so much cheaper than the other ones, that's why. Asians usually throw these guys, they're usually considered trash fish. But yeah, I just think that's funny because Americans love this guy because of the entire blue on him. But as far as the food goes, I have been feeding him my particular brand of Pro Mix. I got it on, you can buy it on aquafunk.com. It's my own mix of food. It's not food that I have the recipe on. I didn't make the recipe. It's food that I sell that I've been using for years that I am lucky enough to be able to provide to you guys. I sell it in bulk. Especially the high protein that is in the Pro Mix has definitely helped the nuka hump grow, and the spirulina has definitely helped brighten up its colors and the krill in it. And that's what my Pro Mix has in it. It's a combination of high protein with probiotics, spirulina, and color krill pellets. And I have noticed a huge difference in the short time that I've had them. And I'm going to show you some other fish that I have that I've been feeding the same type of food. And so if you have, it'll work on any type of fish. So go to aquafunkaquatics.com and get yourself, I got all different types of food. You can buy the spirulina separate. You could buy the color enhancement krill pellet separate. You could buy the high protein probiotics with vitamins separate. So yeah, just go check it out. That's what I've been feeding them. I've seen a huge difference. Next, we're gonna go to her. This is always a fan favorite. Her. All right, now this is Lucky. Lucky is a red dragon female flowerhorn. Now the females, like, she tears her tank up, and look at her. So I will, like I said, I've been trying to get to these things. And this one, Lucky will definitely, I definitely have to go over aggression. As far as Flowerhorns go, hybrids in general, because I don't have just Flowerhorns, I have hybrids. In general, hybrids are a mix of different species of fish, right? And so far, the biggest types of fish that they've been able to do this with are Central American cichlids. Other fish can hybridize, but the ones that have the most spectacular variations have come from the Central American cichlids. All the ones I have are Central American variation hybrids. I don't know why. In my opinion, if they can take a jellyfish from the ocean and a angelfish from the Amazon River and make a glow in the dark pink angelfish, they should be able to hybridize other things. But apparently, I don't know. So, because of the hybridization, one of the byproducts is increased hyperaggression. So a lot of times you will notice that these fish are in single aquariums. She can never be with another fish. I know it's like, well, how do you get more hybrids if she can't be with another fish? What's the deal? Well, it's very, very intensive, labor intensive. You have to get the right fish. You have to, and that's another thing. One of the byproducts from hybridization is sterilization. A lot of males are sterile. This is a Florida flowerhorn. There is a difference. Florida has their own little variation of red dragon flowerhorns. The males do not have it does have a nuchal hump, but not the huge, humongous ball on their head. It's a female, so I didn't expect to have any nuchal hump. But the cool thing is she's not supposed to be as brilliantly colored as she is. Let me flippity flop, so you can see what I'm talking about. All right, so as you can see, she has totally wrecked her whole scenario. And I'm okay with that. She's cool. But look at the incredible color she has on her. I'm not going to say, oh, my food made her more colorful than she's supposed to be. No. But I will say my food has definitely allowed her natural color to come out. I'm going to say that. Now, will it make your fish more colorful than it's supposed to be? Like I said, I'm not going to say that. But I will say it will let the fish's natural color come out. So, I mean, there's that. And as far as the aggression goes, a lot of people might be like, well, I don't want a fish that mean. This fish is so mean and it's my fault. The reason why it's my fault is this fish is supposed to be my daughter's fish. It's supposed to be my daughter's fish. You know, Dad, I want a fish. Okay, you want this fish? Yeah, because I want to pet it and I want it to be my buddy and I'm going to take care of it. That never happened. Now, had I done what I was supposed to do and put my hand in the tank and fed it and did all that good stuff, she wouldn't be so mean. But I didn't. So this is what I got. You know what I mean? This is what I got. Now, I'm slowly trying to. I will occasionally stick my hand in there, and I've been working with her, but this is what it is. As far as me sticking my hand in there today, that's not going to happen. That's for another video. You might see her bite me. I'm going to be honest with you. Or you might not. You might see her play with me. You have to watch the video. Now let's go to that sucker. This one doesn't have a name. All right, so this one is a rescue. I actually rescued this fish. And to be honest with you, it just now, and look, this is another reason why Lucky's colors might be so vibrant, because it is so close to this one and it is sandwiched. Basically, Lucky's in between two other fish. So that might be another reason. Usually males do that, but maybe, I don't know, maybe she's batting for the other team. You know what I'm saying? Hey, it's 2026, Lucky. You do you, boo-boo, do you. Lucky definitely has bit me and drew blood, though. But this young lady right here, she was a rescue. Now, she is a red Texas Flowerhorn, another hybrid. Fader. Sorry, not a Flowerhorn. It's a fader. Red Texas fader. Fader being, you see the black? It's not supposed to have none of that. They're supposed to be a reddish color with blue purling. Let me get you a closer look at her so you can see. So they're supposed to be red with a blue purling. All that black, that's also a throwaway fish. This is not, so they throw this fish away, but I guess somebody was like, oh, people will buy it, so let's sell it, and you could buy this fish for cheaper. Now, when I got this one was actually pink, and there wasn't as much black and there wasn't as much blue. What happened is people would buy it, and then it kept coming back to the store because it was getting beat up because it was putting it with other fish, and it would pick fights, but it was way too small, and it was picking fights with larger fish. So she was getting beat up. And because of that, she had very serious anxiety issues. And she was very skittish for the longest. I tried putting her and Lucky together, and it didn't work out, obviously. But she still likes looking at Lucky, and Lucky still likes being close to her. They normally will spend time at the tank like that. But they can't be in the same tank together. They are roughly the same size. Now, she has just come into her own. She is not as shy anymore. She is not as withdrawn. In fact, when I stick my hand in the tank to clean it, she is really, really trying to bite me. She is, like right now, she's not. But if I were to stick my hand in there, I really have to watch out. Let me see if I could show you her mouth, because I could see her teeth. And I don't know if you know Lilo and Stitch? Like, I don't know if you can see that. See those little black things? Yeah, look at that. Look at that. Look at that. She tries to bite me, and I can't see Lucky's teeth, and Lucky draws blood. I could see her teeth. I could see that. Look at that. Yeah, I don't want to get bit by that. I could see. Oh, they look really bad. Oh, she need a brush. I never looked at it. This is the first time me putting it in front of the camera and zooming in. Oh, no. Oh. Ooh, I don't want to get bit by that. So I'm going to do a video, and oh gosh. Yeah, she's bit me, and look, I can't even see her teeth. Let me see. Like, you can't even see Lucky's teeth. Here, let me see if you can, Lucky, look, let's see if we can see your teeth. Look, you can't see her teeth, and she draws blood. Can you imagine what she's going to do? Now, mind you, I'm not doing videos just to be like, oh, it's going to bite me, and I'm going to get clicks. But I am actively trying to work with these fish so they're not so aggressive. So I don't see how I can't do a video and show you their aggression level. Because, I mean, the whole point in having these fish for a lot of people is to be able to pet them. So I'm going to give it a shot. I know there's 2 fish in here that will definitely not bite me, that I'm going to stick my hand in the tank. I'm going to try, but you have to watch the videos. Let me show you the other one. Now, this one in here is fairly new fish. It is a hybrid. It's actually a new hybrid to the market. They're trying to make it into a thing. I personally don't think it's going to be a thing. And let me tell you why. To be a hybrid and make it onto the market, I feel like it has to have some super, super special. Pizzazz, some type of pizzazz. So you have the Flowerhorn, it has a large nuchal hump. You have the super red Texas. You got to see it to believe it. You have the Blood Parrot Cichlid. Well, it's got a very unique face and body shape. You have the Parrot Cichlid. The Polar Blue Cichlid, which its small body shape, small body size, makes it a very attainable hybrid cichlid for people to have in a home aquarium without having to have a huge tank. And it is able to live with other fish. Not all hybrids are single tank fish. There are hybrids. This is a fish that could live with other fish, but I don't have it with other fish. I'm having it singled out because it's easier to get a fish to be, have that one-on-one interaction when he's by itself and you're the only interaction it has. When you have fish with other fish, normally they act like other fish. But when it only has you, a human to interact with, it becomes more of a dog type deal. But let me show you this one. This one is called a 5-blood cichlid or a 7-blood cichlid, but I found it more under the 5-blood cichlid. Now the purling on this with the food that I was giving it has really increased. The red has come out, and I know I'm preaching on and kind of shilling my food, but I'm be honest with you, I'm very proud of the food I sell, and I stand behind it. And everybody who has tried it seem to have come to the same conclusion as I have. So if you want to get yourself some good food for your fish that not going to dirty up your tank, and it just hit me up, aquafunkaquatics.com. But this one, I do stick my hand in the tank. I do. Now, it will come close to my hand when I feed, but hasn't let me pet it yet. So I'm trying. I am not going to make the same mistake with this one and the blue tie silk that I made with Lucky. I can't wait. This one's probably going to be a 10 to 12 inch fish. Probably. Here's the part of the video where I talk about why these fish have appealed to me. And I didn't realize why these fish represented me so well. And I think this logo might have an addition to it with two fish like this, because I have to represent my channel. I have to represent what I'm about. I have to represent why people like my channel, why I am the way I am. And I think having a hybrid cichlid face to face with that, I don't know yet, we'll see, face to face like that would fit me. And I'm gonna tell you why. Here it is. Every one of these fish are outcast. Every one of these fish have haters. Every one of these fish are either not supposed to be here, have doubters, are underdogs. But yet, they're here because of the demand. They're here because of all the spices that it took to create them. They're here because they're unusual. They're here because they are different. They're here because they are big, bold, and their personality stands out amongst the crowd. Sound familiar? And as I was thinking about why it is I like these fish, I started thinking about who I am and what this channel is and why people like this channel and why people don't like this channel. So I can't say that this is a phase. These fish, I think, is an evolution of this channel, a realization of who this channel always was. Do I love my angelfish? Hell to the yeah. I got angelfish right now with those Jack Dempseys. They're always going to be around because it's in my DNA. I ain't supposed to be here. This ain't like every other channel, just like this ain't like every other fish. This is a throwaway fish. This Florida Flowerhorn isn't up to par with Flowerhorn standards. Neither is she. She's not up to par with Red Texas standards. She's new to the game, probably won't make it, but she's here now and she's making it happen in this space. And those electric blue Jack Dempseys are damaged goods. You see the resemblance between those fish and this channel? It's the fish you love to hate. Just like this channel. I am a hybrid. Funk is that in music. It is a mixture of everything. And as far as fish channels goes, you can't deny that this channel isn't a hybrid of street slang, ichthyology, comedy, and seriousness. This is Aquafunk.